Hello and welcome back to the Blêrie Podcast. That was my professional voice.
Or is that your professional voice?
Hello and welcome to the Blêrie Podcast. With myself and Arod. Arod, how are you?
It sounds like you have a full throat. Hello.
Hello. Dames en heren.
Ladies and gents, please.
Meisjes en seens. En welkom by die Blêrie Podcast.
Welcome to the Blêrie Podcast.
Okay, that's it for introductions. How are you, Arod?
I'm doing as good as it could go, I suppose.
Okay.
Let's just go with another day.
I don't know if you noticed, but I'm wearing gym apparel.
I noticed that, and I have a question. So what happened? Did you go in gym?
I did not, but that's not the point. This is the first step. No, I'm planning on going a bit later.
Okay.
I was going to go early, but then I didn't go. Something fell voor. How do you say that in English? It's at voorgeval.
You can just say it fell through.
No, it didn't fall through. That's something else. It's at voorgeval in Afrikaans.
Yes.
Something came up.
Yes. Well done. You just
Something didn't fall up.
No.
It came up. But in Afrikaans it fold up. You know what I'm saying?
This conversation is really going absolutely nowhere.
Okay, but on a separate note.
Yes.
We are world champions.
Once again. However, did you see what happened again? By how many points?
1 point.
By 1 point. He's a true Springbok now.
Again. Nee, the rest of the world feels like they've been robbed. And that's what happens when you come to South Africa. You get robbed.
Get used to it. Get used to it.
But the thing is, it's different like that in rugby and stuff. Because it's like the people are sitting there chatting. Pinky here, pinky there.
Yeah.
So obviously there's going to be people who think that the other guy should have won, or this guy should have not won, or what. But in my opinion, you're not going to win a fight against the South African.
No, you're not. Absolutely.
We grow up punching each other.
Not physical or verbal.
Have you ever punched someone?
Well, sort of.
Like fist in the face business?
Not really, no.
Me also not. I've wanted to a lot of times.
No.
I've punched my brother a few times, but he deserved it. There was no like blood or anything, unfortunately.
There has been blood before, yes there has. When you throw things at him, but that's not punching.
That's not punching. It doesn't count. You are talking about the whole baliki in the tooth.
Yes.
And I once hit him with a broom because he didn't want to sweep.
I remember that, yeah.
And I mean fair. But this is not something I want to admit. But I quite like violence. I'm sorry to say, but controlled violence. Like in rugby. Nee?
Okay.
When there's a little bit of a kerfuffle.
A scuffle, if you will.
A scuffle.
Yes.
Nee? And it's like against Earpen.
Yes.
And he's smiling.
And you know...
This is his favourite thing in the world. Like, Moer my,
ek wil dit slaan.
I love that. It's entertaining. I love controlled violence.
I've seen seeing as we have cats now, I've seen a lot of controlled violence with cats. Because it's like they're there and all of a sudden it's and then everything's messed up and then it's gone again. So I see that on daily.
I was just afraid that Peter is going to come for us when you say you like punching cats.
Oh no.
Not in this house.
No.
Anyway, I tried to make a list of subjects that we can talk about today. And I only put triggers. Okay, we are back from a short commercial break because my cat had the audacity
to show up at his own house.
To boil a kettle inside his own kitchen. And that is not good for sound. Where were we even? Did you see that meme saying Driekers is now number 1 in the world, but number 5 in Brakpan? Funny. We are quick with the grappie.
We are very quick with the grabs, yes.
Anyway, I have plans now to make my studio nice.
You said so. You want to make a nice little studio.
Because it's the mekaar now, and part of the problem is that everything is... I have crates, kratte, that's filled with things. And then if I want something, I have to fish out the kratte.
Yes.
To try and find things. I need before I can fix my life, I need to fix this studio.
Okay.
And hopefully we'll get a nicer setup for our podcast also.
That would be lovely.
Lovely. Because we are professional, we're going up in the world.
Well, we like to think we can.
Why not?
If not, why
Fight until
not?
you make it.
Very much so. And the rest of your weekend, what did you do?
Was it weekend?
It was weekend. Today's Monday.
I went to church, and then the Drinkers fight ran late north. And then we were all there at church. Like talking about fighting. And then we did church.
Mm-hmm.
And then after church we were like, yeah, we are the champions of the world.
Yeah, because people freaked out. Really, the people freaked out, and yeah, he's got a lot to do while he's also been sponsored by that one restaurant with the dog. Woof woof. Do do. Ho 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 ho. That one you've done.
Radio Raps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Radio Raps has been touring the world with him.
I saw that he
How
was
crazy
like,
is that, eh?
yeah, I'm jealous because I really want to interview Drinkers. I sent the email to their people, Drinkers' people. They haven't responded yet, but I'm guessing they're getting a million emails now, so I understand. But I'm not going to be patient for long, Drinkers.
You better watch yourself, Drinkers. This is the real fight.
You may be world champion, but I have muscles. I can take you in a fight. Probably not.
No.
But I thought it would be funny if he explains the rules to me.
Okay. Do you think we should have a look at getting guests on the podcast or not?
Where are they going to sit?
I don't know. I never said it was a good idea. I said it was an idea.
Eventually, maybe, but probably not in this space.
Probably not in this year.
Probably not in this year.
Okay.
Anyway.
So, oh yes, and then I was out and about this past weekend. I was at the Loftus because the Blue Bulls took on, I didn't even know, so it's like the Investic Cup. It was the Bordeaux Beagles. I have never... I'm so sorry. You almost went...
That is the most English thing I've ever heard.
It's not English, it's French. It's the Bordeaux Beagles.
Okay, but the whole beagle thing
Yes,
makes
I
me think
know.
of the Queen's dogs. Aren't they beagles?
They are, but it's Bordeaux. Bordeaux is Bordeaux.
Is it maybe bagel? Bagel.
You would think it would be the Bordeaux Bagels, but no, it's Bordeaux. Bordeaux is a French team.
Okay, but the Bordeaux sounds French to me, but the beagle sounds as English as fish and chips.
Yes, it's fish and chips. So they played again. It was such a tight game for absolutely no reason. I don't know. But I suppose they're resting their big players for this weekend to come. And yeah, I was the before party and then the after party. And then...
That makes you sound like a prostitute.
It does, doesn't it?
I was also invited to the rugby this weekend, but the one at the Alice Park.
Oh, alright.
The Lions versus something.
Oh my word.
And it was yesterday. And then I was fully planning on going, but then everyone dropped out and couldn't come with me. And I'm not going alone, so I did a giveaway of the tickets.
Oh, nice.
But then the next one that's on Alice Park, I'll go probably, because I enjoy the vibes of watching
It's like a vibe, eh?
I especially enjoy it when I'm not, if it's not my team playing, because then I get cross. But if it's two teams playing that none of them is my team, then I can really enjoy the game.
Okay, yeah.
And the Lions is not my team, but
still, you
if
want them
they
to
are
win.
playing and they're not playing against the Sharks, then I'm rooting for them.
For any other team except for the Sharks, I understand.
But if the Sharks are playing, then I'm rooting for the Sharks. That's my team.
That's my team. I like that. That's my team.
Even David jerseys is stupid and looks all European and such.
Okay, so are you finding yourself a fella this year?
Am I finding myself a fella?
Yes.
I don't think so. Maybe. But the thing is, I've met guys before.
Yes, you've met guys. We've had even a chat on this podcast before. We've said, listen, you've had this and you've had that. But it hasn't ever really worked out.
No. Do you know why? Sometimes people are annoying. The other thing is I am a loner person. I like being by myself. I am incredible company.
For you. Yes.
Like I have conversations with myself inside my head.
Oh, I do plenty, don't worry.
Hello, Sami, so question her. And it's fine. But the other thing is, where do people even meet people? Because most people I know met their person in high school or in like a college, if that's where they went, or at work. That is where people mostly meet each other.
Or at Bryce. Well, you've gone to Bryce before with
Okay,
friends.
but my friends are all married to each other.
Oh my word.
I have a group of friends that we've been friends since
I know, since
forever.
Since high school.
So it's not like I meet new people. We don't invite strangers to our Bryce. So it's just my friends and their husbands and their children.
And then church?
We have a small church.
Okay.
And again, most people have their shit sorted out by this stage in their life. And it doesn't bother me, except, and this is not, I don't think this is a strong foundation to start a relationship on. The only reason why I would want a relationship
Oh gosh.
is so that I have someone who can do stuff with me.
Yes.
So that if someone invites, because I get a lot of opportunities now.
Hey. Yeah.
Like, come to this event. So I would like people to have someone to come with me to that. That's the only time when I miss having someone.
Oh my word.
And then I'm talking more in depth about this in my stand-up set
Okay.
that I'm busy working on. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. About the whole reason why I'm single. But the whole where do you meet someone thing is the biggest part. Because I work for myself. Or in the restaurant I work with my family. It's a family business. And I'm here or at there. I've been living in Kempton now again for 6 years. I've been nowhere. The other day a lady asked me about this centre. I'm like, I've never heard of it.
Oh really?
I've only been here for 6 years. But I'm at home or at Millipop or at church. That's it.
I think seeing as you've got the gym clothes on, how about going to a gym?
I have a story.
Oh, you have a story.
I have a story.
Story time with Sami. Ding,
And
ding,
this
ding,
is
ding,
going
ding.
to answer the question, why are you still single?
Okay.
So I was wearing my gym clothes.
Yes.
And when I'm in my gym clothes, I look kind of fat. It looks like I work out. Because I have like kite and such. But
Yes.
that is misleading. But never mind. So I was wearing my gym clothes. And I went to the gym and I came back and I went to KFC. To treat myself with some oily chicken because I jumped. It's called balance. So I was at KFC getting something. And then a guy started chatting me up in the parking lot.
Oh, in the parking lot.
In the parking lot. And he was not unfortunate looking. And he was like, yeah, gym, KFC, grappie. Made a whole joke about me being in workout clothes in KFC. It was a whole thing.
Yes.
And I thought this might be a meet cute.
Might be a bit cute, yes.
Maybe it's a meet cute, but this is a couple of years ago. And he asks me for my number. And normally I'm just like, no, I'm in a relationship or whatever. I don't really... But then I thought, you know what, whatever. I give him my number. He WhatsApps me. Immediately I see him with a wife and a child on his profile picture. Ne? And then he must have noticed his mistake because then the next time I wanted to check, the profile picture was gone. And I was like, this is why I'm still single. Why are you chatting with me, sir?
Why are you taking my number? Get out of the cake. Can you believe it? Did you ask him about it or not?
No, I stopped talking to him. I ghosted him.
You ghosted him. Ooh, a ghost.
I'm a fan of ghosting. People say it's wrong.
It depends how you do it.
If you go on a date with someone, or you start chatting with someone and you realize you don't like this person, it's not going to go anywhere. It's awkward to say, I don't want to speak to you anymore. You bore me so.
It's easier just to not.
It's easier to just not reply him again.
Yeah, it's much easier.
I know it's not the correct way to do it, but what's the alternative? Okay, so we've been chatting for a few days.
Thank you,
You've bore me to tears.
You bore me to sleep. My doctor, I was going to a doctor for sleeping pills. But thank goodness you've come into my life. It's changed dramatically. Have a wonderful life. Bye-bye.
So like, I don't know what the alternative is. Anyway, I haven't that much luck with relationships, which it doesn't bother me, honestly, because I know when I need to be in one, or if the right person, or if that's possible, or whatever, it'll happen. So I'm not...
I think we should put you on a speed dating time.
Oh my gosh.
I think that would be so funny.
I will do it for the views.
I think we must do that. I think that will be funny.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, that is now where people go to find relationships these days, is online. I tried that a couple of years ago.
Oh, really?
It does not work for me.
Tinder.
It's awkward. And then people always try to be something they're not.
But that's what I
Stop mowing on my podcast.
If I could grow up to be someone, I want to be me on the first date. Because man, that guy's got his stuff together.
That
I
guy
promise
knows
you.
what he's doing.
That guy is studying. He's got a good job. He drives a car. He's looking into owning property.
Imagine.
Listen.
You see how you can phrase things. When we were dating, do you remember what our first date was?
Yes, we went ice skating.
And I still have that jacket with the key for
With
the
the key
locker.
for it, yes.
I remember that now.
Yes.
But I also remember some sort of place with Chinese food.
That was New Year's. That was
No.
afterwards, yeah.
It feels like so many years
Years
ago.
ago. Well, it was so many
Okay,
years
it was
ago.
so many years ago, but...
And I learned that night. No, you don't like New Year's. And you don't like...
I don't have a problem with New Year's. I don't like people.
Well, that's great, seeing as we are out and about in a place where there were lots of people.
There was lots of people. I don't like New Year's outside. That is the thing. But I don't have a problem with New Year's. But I do, like, it's not like nothing changes. It's just like an extension of the previous year.
That's exactly what it is.
That is the thing.
Yeah, we had Chinese food and then we almost ate nothing. And then I had to pay for 2 people to eat a buffet.
Well, you learned your lesson.
I learned my lesson there, and then eventually...
I don't eat a lot of things. Especially Chinese food. I don't eat most of it. So...
And then after that, then we went to... It wasn't News Cafe at the time, it was the one at the top. It was at Mainland Square. They call it...
We were... Oh, I was still in my youth.
We were both still in our youth.
Now the idea of going out after 8 o'clock, even before, the idea of going out in general. Why are you still single?
Yeah, well.
But I'm not giving up hope. There is a big chance that maybe my soulmate is going to break into my house and then we're going to make eye contact while he walks out with my TV. And it's going to be love at first sight. I'm reading too many romance novels.
Oh, yeah, man.
Romance novels.
That was something. So I had a look at the podcast that we did last week. And you said you were going to tell me the prefaces of some of the books. Of some of the books that you read.
We can do one if you want.
Yes, please.
Viewer discretion is advised.
I think now, instead of you having a rant and a rave, why don't we start that?
Okay. Today we start the segment Sami tells Arod about the book she read.
Title will be, I don't know. We'll think of something.
Whatever. It's the first one, who cares? So there's this book that went viral on BookTok. Alright? And you have 2 camps. Either people loved this book or they think it's horrible and anyone who likes it should be in a mental institution. I loved it. The book is called Haunting Adeline.
Okay, Adelaide.
Haunting Adeline.
Adeline.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Haunting Adeline. We'll put in a picture of the cover here. So this lady called Adeline, she's the female main character. She's an author. So she's doing a book reading.
Yes.
Which I can relate to. Anyway, she's doing a book reading. There's a poster of her. The male main character sees the poster. His name is Zane. and immediately is obsessed with her. Just from seeing her poster, it's like, this bitch is mine. Finishing claw.
Finishing claw, yes.
Now, in his real life, he is like a vigilante who fights against the trafficking of women and children.
Okay.
Okay, so he's a bad good guy. Like, he does illegal shit in order to stop trafficking. Alright, so I mean, dreamy.
What a catch.
He then starts stalking Adeline. Because he's obsessed. It's like she's mine.
What a juxtaposition!
I know. Juxtaposition. He then starts stalking her.
Yes.
And with stalking, I mean, he stands outside her window while she sleeps and stares at her.
That's just romantic.
Because chivalry is not dead. And he's standing there by her window smoking, and she notices him. She's like, and she lives in a creepy haunted mansion.
Oh.
And she knows he's there, and she's like, what's this guy doing?
Who's this guy?
He then, because true love still exists, continuously breaks into her house and leaves her like a rose. Oh.
It's like what your story is going to be like, except it's going to be a TV, a lost TV, yeah?
He leaves her roses, he takes some of her whiskey, which is rude, and he drinks it, and leaves half a glass, what.
Single, double malt?
I don't know. Is it even whiskey? Maybe scotch. Who cares?
That's what whiskey is.
It's a subplot. He then, like, they get in contact somehow or whatever, and he says to her, I don't know if he sent her a message or maybe a WhatsApp or whatever, and he said, no one else is allowed to touch you. I will burn down the world. Nobody touches you.
Oh, wow.
She brings a guy home. Said guy touches her because...
Said guy, because he's been brought home.
What do you think Zane does?
Throws him into the harbour.
He cuts off his hands and leaves the guy's hands at Adeline's door.
Wow, that's handy.
He then,
Yes. Ooh, it's getting juicy, girls and boys.
anyone who read the book is knowing what I'm getting at right now. There's then a scene where he kind of gets all sexual with her.
Oh.
He does not use his own equipment though. Instead he uses a pew pew. I can't say the word yet. And it's like pew pew, you know?
He uses a pew pew. Okay.
I should have spoiler alerted before I started talking about
done well.
Just put in letter spoiler alert if you don't want to watch this. It's unhinged. Read your content warnings. The content warnings for this book is longer than the actual book.
Okay.
The potential trigger warnings.
Yes. Oh, really? Okay. And
Trigger warnings.
Of course. And the pew pew?
Pew pew.
Yes.
And then, yeah, it goes on. But then, because he's in the sex trafficking business, not like he does it, he stops it. But then they find out that Adeline is on this organization's list. Like they want to kidnap her.
They want to kidnap her.
And then it ends on a cliffhanger. And then it starts with the second book, Haunting Adeline. The first
what
one
happens
is
with the cliffhanger?
she gets kidnapped by said organization.
Oh my.
Remember to put spoiler alerts before.
Okay.
And that is Haunting Adeline. It's all sorts of fucked up.
I can hear that.
But it's so romantic. It's not. The thing is with books is you can leave yourself into fantasy. It's all just nothing is real. Everyone is fine. But the more red flags, the more I charge to them like a bull.
Yes.
Like, yes sir, 3 bags full.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do another book next time.
Yes. Thought that was a good idea. Look at you.
Anyway, I think that's it. I know you must do an idiotic joke. Now, let me do it in my professional voice. And now it's time for Arod's idiotic joke. Do I sound a bit like Siri?
You do. You actually really do, yeah.
And now it's time for Arod's idiotic joke. Take it away, George.
Where does the dressmaker live? On the outskirts of the city.
I'm so glad this is over with. Thank you for Arod's idiotic joke. Is there any other sporting events coming up where we can become world champions again? I'm liking this being a world champion.
Me too, on many things, eh?
Winning looks good on us.
Is there... I don't know if Oh! We did win a thing, but I don't really watch that now.
What thing?
Banana, they did well. They beat Namibia 3-0.
Is that how it's said? I thought it's banana.
No, Bafana.
But why did you say banana?
Because that's the joke. Because if people say Bafana.
Okay, but Bafana is not really winners in a global sense. I don't mean that to be rude. I feel like Rassie needs to go to Bafana and to the Proteas and get their shit together. That's what I'm thinking.
Completely agree.
Because Rassie is a winner.
What a guy.
Winner,
Chicken dinner. I agree.
Alright, thank you for coming through, Arod.
Only a pleasure, Sam.
Alright.
Keep it real, son. Yoi.
Chat again later.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.